Hey guys, how's it going? Destriee here, and this is Star Citizen. The Invictus launch just happened, which means from the 15th to the 27th of May, you can try the game out for free. This is not my first time playing the game. I had bought it once before. Just there was so much like performance issues for me, so I stopped it. But I figured with the free week, I'd give it another go. This game, I feel weird about it. Well, before I get too much further into the video, I know there's a lot of controversy stemming around this game and a lot of their business practices and whatnot. I don't keep up to date on the newest things, but this isn't a video to really try to convince you that you should give this game a shot or not. I just, even with the issues, there's still something about this game that draws my attention. And I mean, I hope they do the right thing, I guess, in the end. Like, I hope they, just make a finished product, hurry up and finish that single player game. I guess I don't know. I'm not gonna over explain everything. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So this isn't really going to be a tutorial on anything. I went ahead and kind of just made a preset character before starting, so you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me do that. Destriee. I'll name myself that too. Save that. Are you sure you want to save this character? Confirm. Okay, even though I've already played this before, I'm going to go ahead and play the tutorial anyway. And system, we're going to do Stanton. They just added a new one called Pyro. That is, from what I heard, a more PvP-centered type of place. And I'm not going to be doing that. So I'm going to stick with Stanton. And New Babbage, anybody who's new to this game, if you're giving it a shot, you're gonna just go to New Babbage. Just I don't know what else to tell you. Just go to New Babbage. Pick the best server, and we're just gonna get right into it. That's fine. Position is 2, and there we go. We're in. So I'm gonna be up front. I don't know what ships I'll have. I don't know if it'll give me the ship I had when I played this game last, or it'll give me like options of like special ships that are part of this little Invictus launch that's going on right now. I don't know. Well, I didn't play it for free last time. I went ahead and bought it, but then I refunded it about a week or so later. I really just wanted to try it out, but we'll see if it's gotten any better from the last time. But yeah, no, like I said, there's a bunch of bugs. It's a buggy mess. I'm sure anywhere you hear about this game, you'll know about that. Get up from your better seat, press Y. Okay. It's another keyboard and mouse game. You can set up a controller to this, but I think it'll be better just learning how to do this with your keyboard and mouse. It's your Moby Glass, kind of your inventory screen. You can check all your other stuff here. The tutorial's pretty standard. Just pay attention to what it's telling you to do. Like right now, it wants us to check the journal. I will give you guys a second to read that if you like. Hunger and thirst are checked at the bottom, so it's going to want us to eat something. So eat or drink, so we can press F to carry, and we'll just go ahead and drink that. I don't know if that like drink meter is new. Like it showed how much drink is left. Put that in my inventory, I guess. I'm gonna grab this burrito, give it a couple bites. Okay, hold F to see interaction options, and we just want to equip it. All right. So the way you can tell that you have your helmet on is if the mini map on the top right or top left rather becomes a square instead of a circle. Then all right, that's already kind of everything done for with here. that is the outside of New Babbage. It is nighttime right now, it looks like. You can't see too much, but that's not a big deal. When you start off, your character might be walking pretty slowly. And to make him speed up, you have to scroll the mouse wheel up. So we want to go to the lobby. So the speed at which your character moves can be determined by how much you scroll the scroll wheel, I guess. So if you scroll it up, he'll go faster. If you scroll it backwards, he'll go slower. I'm going to be going through this kind of quick because normally if you're trying to like actually look at everything, it could take you quite a while to get to. Look at that guy. Hi. It could take you quite a while to get to the your spaceship. It's telling you this is where you are. Yes. And you want to get to the metro loop to get to your ship. So let's just go ahead and do that. Pay attention to what it says on the right. Oh, I should probably buy some stuff. So here is a Keltos, a basic little convenience store, essentially.
Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
Thank you. Now, let's see what we want to get. You can either physically grab something off the shelf, or you can use this thing and just look for stuff here. So let's grab a med pen or two. Essentially like your healing item. And let's see. What else do we want to get? Let's check the Just do all categories, I guess. I'm not too worried about buying furniture right now. If you press F4, you can go into third-person mode. Press it again to do have the camera pivot around the center of your character instead of it being in that third-person mode. And then press it again to go back into first person. Do we want this? Okay, yeah, I'll buy one of them. Why not? Okay, and we want to buy some protection. So let's go ahead and buy a gun. Alright. So, does he not have... oh, here it is. Okay, so you're going to want to buy this. This is a multi-tool. It's very important for getting stuff. You're also going to want to get the tractor beam. This lets you move heavier things around the world. It's also very good for pulling stuff off of wreckages and putting it on your ship. We're just going to get it moving here. Take the metro. Now, for me... Hello. For me, the metro is usually something that very often kind of doesn't work right. You might see it here. It seems to mess up a lot. A lot of things in this game are done in real time, so like you actually have to wait for the train to arrive. There's no like, you know, press here to make the train speed up or whatever.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Checking what I have in my inventory. Okay, and we are heading out. Just gonna go ahead and just watch where we're going. Can't see too much right now, but if we were here during the day, it's actually pretty breathtaking just to see us heading towards the like ship docking area. Whee! You know what? I'm impressed. This is one of the first times I've taken the tram and it hasn't veered off into the nothingness. Oh, oh, almost spoke too soon. It's trying. It's trying. You can. Yep. Nope. It's. There it goes. Oh, there it went. Okay. Well, it did better than usual. All right. Now we're gonna go to where we can pick up our ship. We were just at the Metro Loop. Now we're going to the terminal. This is where we can actually pick up the ship. You can see the little marker there letting us know that's where we got to go. Now, there should be some new stuff here. Let's actually check this storage access thing. So this is where we can look at the stuff that is in our local inventory. So this is going to be everything that you bought that is in the location that you're currently at. So this will only be in New Babbage. If you go to a different space station or a different port, these won't be there. It's only local to wherever station you're at. But since we're here, let's go ahead and put our gun on. Let's put our multi-tool on. And this part, the tractor beam, we want to put on the multi-tool itself. And now we'll be able to move stuff around. Let's also go ahead and put some of this stuff on there. And the drink, we're just going to put in my leg pockets. And not too worried about that for now. I could probably pick that up later if I need to. As again, I'm going through this kind of quickly if you're playing this for yourself. Which, you know what? I do recommend you play it for yourself just to see if you even like it. And just, oh no. That's no good. I'm not going to loot them because I don't know if I'll get in trouble for that. But we're just going to move it here. Why is there so many dead people? That's not good. But you can look out here. That's actually where we came from. You can see that's the tram thing right there. So I kind of wish it was daytime, but even this is pretty, I guess. And let's just keep it moving. This isn't the way to go, but this should be the rental. So if you want to rent a ship, go here. And it'll give you the how much to rent it and for how long. Nothing we need to worry about right now. Now, for the purposes of the tutorial, it's going to give you a ship that's not the ship that you may have purchased with the game. If you don't know how to actually like buy this game, because it's not quite as simple as just going to like a Steam page and just hitting buy this game or purchase game or whatever. Essentially, you have to make a pledge that comes with the game. What that essentially means is that you have to buy a ship. Not all ships have this, but you have to buy a game pack ship that comes with the ship and the game. You are purchasing the ship, but these certain ships also come with a copy of the game. There are other ships that do not come with the game. Those are just if you want to have nicer ships. You do not need to buy a nice ship with your own money. The cheapest ship in this game, the Aurora, usually goes between $45 to $35 if it's on sale. So you can pick up this game if it's not a free week like it is now. You can pick the game up for $45 at the least with no discount. So think of that what you will. There's also a refund policy. I was able to use it, so if you just feel like you want to try out this game, you get it on like a good discount deal or whatever, you can go ahead, try it out. If you just can't deal with the bugs or anything, go ahead, you can get a refund. And you got to try the game first, even know if you like it or not. Hello. But I would recommend right now, if you see this game before the free flight thing ends, just if your hardware can run it, go ahead and give it a shot. Now, it is possible that your computer might not be able to run it. This is a kind of an intensive game. That's different. Before I didn't have my own hangar. It would just say like go to hangar 3 or hangar whatever, and it would kind of be just shared hangars. Where's this? Okay, the ship is indicated. Okay, saying I gotta go down there. So you're gonna use these to get to the hangars. So this is something I am not really sure of. I stopped playing the game before they added these, but from what I know, these are your own personal hangars. Everybody gets them now. So, yep, this happens. Okay. Now we gotta go to our small hangar. And how this is supposed to work is that only you and people that are in your party can come to your hangar. Nobody else should be allowed in there. And if they try to get in, they should get kicked out. But here is our hangar. It's kind of nice to actually have your own and not have to worry about somebody coming in here and sniping you or whatever, griefing you. Emergency drop-offs. I guess here, if you are bringing back like injured personnel or whatever, you go there. We also have what looks to be a freight elevator here. This is new to me, so we're gonna check this out. I believe this is for if you want to, like, all that furniture and stuff we saw, you can bring that here, and you can like spruce up your little hangar here, make it how you like. Here's another fleet manager thing to manage your ships if you have more than one. Now, what do we got? So, only thing it's really given me is this Avenger Invictus blue and gold livery. So I'm actually not going to mess with any of this because I don't have any reason to really mess with this right now. Let's go ahead and just get on our ship and we'll learn the flight controls. Trying to remember where to go to open the... I think you gotta go in the rear. Gotta get in from the back. Don't be nasty. I'm gonna go ahead and close this. And this is the inside of this particular ship, as again, this is most likely not the one you're going to be using when you get out of the tutorial. You'll be picking your own actual ship. But for the purposes of the tutorial, they give you this one. Here's some things if you have passengers. You can have 2 people here. This is like cargo components. There are some ships where you can physically swap out pieces of them. And then here is the cockpit. I'm going to take a seat. Okay, to turn on the ship systems, hold F to find the cockpit's flight ready button. So there's also like keybind shortcuts you can do. So if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on. We're gonna turn on flight ready. So now the engines and
all systems online.
Okay, everything's up and functional. F to navigate to the cockpit's whichever one that is, to the communication screen, and so you can look all around. Here it is. Inhale that. Now that is how you get out of the docks, and also when you are coming up to a port, you also have to get communication to have them have a dock ready for you, essentially. Now, it says if you hold Z, you can look around while in the cockpit without affecting anything. So now that's all opened up for us. Let me go ahead and just put that back to that for now. And the control hints below will help you on how to pilot your ship. Alright, well, now we have to take off, essentially. So you're going to see on the bottom left, or the bottom right, there is the basic instructions on how to take off. And now we can move. Might have hit something there. My bad. And there we go. We have left the thing. Now to retract your landing gears, because you do have landing gears, you press N. If you press F4, you can see your ship in third person. Also, when you have your landing gears out, it caps your speed at around 30 meters per second, I believe, or 25 or something like that. So this is really when you're trying to make more precise movements, like landing in a landing zone or anything like that. But you want to take that off so you can actually move around.
Landing gear
Now,
raised.
as you saw, you can play this game in third person. However, I don't know if I would recommend that too well. Flight controls, you can look down there. My flight sensitivity is a bit wacky right now, but it might also just be the ship. Some of them do have their own kind of thing going on here. Just want to follow the checkpoints for now. And just pay attention to where it's telling you to go. And make sure you look out for the next bit of instructions. So to fly faster, you have to switch to nav mode, which is by holding down B. Right now we are in like attack mode, essentially.
Shields
And
offline.
now we are in navigation mode. So you'll fly faster, and you can use quantum drives. This is really how you're going to be getting around to like to different planets and whatnot. The other one is more so if you're getting into dogfights. And now we got to go this way. But like I was saying earlier, you might have noticed that in you can also increase your speed. You do that, like it says right there. Left Alt, mouse wheel up or down. Just kind of max that out for now. You'll have to adjust that on your own to what feels good for you. You're going to want separate ones for landing, space flight, taking off, stuff like that. There, and we can just put on cruise control. That way the ship kind of flies on its own without us really needing to do anything with it. As you can see, we're gaining quite a bit of speed now because we are getting higher up in the atmosphere, so there's less resistance. You engage your afterburners while flying. Hold left shift. So that's essentially your boost button. And as you can see now, the sky's looking pretty pretty. All right. What you just saw there, why the screen was going like kind of red and fuzzy, is because we're doing about 5 to 6 G's of force right now, and kind of like if you were flying a jet in real life, if you do sudden maneuvers at really high speeds, you have the chance of passing out. That is also something that's in this game as well. So just be careful of that. Yeah, this really wants me to follow the checkpoint. Normally from here, it's just going to ask you to go to Port Tressler. You might have noticed when I turned around, it took a bit for the like ship to actually move in this direction. There we go. Now we can head to Port Tressler. And you'll see we're actually still moving further away from it. That is because you need to actually take into account how fast you're going. You can't stop on a dime, even if you go to, like, I'm heading directly this way at a pretty high speed. Even if I veer off to the left, I'm still going to be going forward because of how fast I'm going. And you might have just saw it was telling me to activate the quantum travel.
Quantum drive is now on.
And that where you have
Is
it.
now off.
SCM mode allows shields, but speed is limited. Nav mode for faster travel with no shields. Yep. So essentially, once you get pretty close to the port, I would say within 10, maybe 15-ish meters, go ahead and switch to weapon mode, I'm going to call it. And this just makes it so you can maneuver a little easier. I think I still had cruise control on there. To use a radar ping, press tab. That'll let you know everything that's in the general vicinity of what you're looking at. We're going to get closer here, and then we're going to have to send the communications out to the port to let us in. There you can see right there. You can also just press left Alt and N. There, you got the hangar request, and it's going to show a little marker telling you where you can go and land your ship. The marker on your HUD indicates your assigned landing bay. So we're actually going to go ahead and slow down a bit, just to make sure we can't go too fast, and because it will probably happen at least once. You're gonna be coming in a bit too hot and not be able to correct in time, and you will probably crash into the space station and die. It's happened a couple times. Even if you're being careful, I think I've said it before, this game is a buggy mess. So there's still a good chance you'll just die, because welcome to Star Citizen. So we're going to go ahead and put down our landing gear to go even slower.
Landing gear deployed.
Now, just read what it says. And then you can also auto land by holding N when you get close enough to the little landing pad area. I'm going to go ahead and go into third person just to have a better look at where I'm going. I'm going to have to check my mouse sensitivity, because I feel I'm way too just zoomy all over the place. Alright, let's keep it moving. I'm going to go back into first person to see where I need to go. Oh, careful. Where am I going? Land at Port Tressler. I don't know. Now, it might be up here. I forgot some of these you have to come in from above. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I've played this game. I don't think I'm in the right area. Hold on. No, never mind. Because they should have said a landing, like a dock 3 or something. So while I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and call Port Tressler again. I don't know which one. Not that one. Oh, okay. That's different. So apparently a lot of people are playing right now or something. I can't really land just yet. As again, welcome to Star Citizen. Oh wait, can I land in here? You gonna let me in? Okay, so I should, hopefully, be able to go in here. There we go. Okay. I was a little confused, but here we go. We did it. Oh. I should try to go ahead and... I'm gonna cap my speed even slower now, just to make sure we don't fucking die. Go ahead and slow down a little bit. Go into third person as again, just to line this up. Alright. And then once you're in good enough, just hold N. I don't think I was close enough to the ground for that. Hold on. Go ahead and get a bit closer. Hold N. That's not working for some reason. Why are you not working?
Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed.
Okay, it's not working, so that's okay. You can just also land manually. I'll go a bit closer.
Landing complete.
There we go. We landed. So now, before we leave, we're going to shut off the engine, which I believe you can do it like this too, and just turn off the engine. But I think if you press I,
Engines offline.
yep. If you press I, that also shuts off the engines. And we're just going to go ahead and exit the seat. We're gonna go ahead and head out, and like it shows you there, it wants us to store the tutorial ship at this location. So we can go ahead and actually just go here. Normally you'd have to go into the elevator and go all the way up and do it from there, but you can also do it from here.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
So you're
retrieval.
gonna hit store, and if you look behind you, it actually gets pulled into storage. And that's that. That should be the end of the tutorial. We can go ahead and check our mobiGlas again. You go into journal. There, we completed the tutorial, and now if you want, you can just go straight back onto the fleet manager thing, and now you should be able to call your actual ship, like the one you paid for. But we're actually gonna do some things while we're here. There we go. Let's go to the lobby. Okay. And while we're here, let's go and get some stuff. First thing you're going to want to do, actually, no, we're not going to buy anything. We're going to go to the medical clinic, and the reason you want to come here, the main reason you want to go here is because we want to set up our checkpoint to be here, essentially. So, where is the thing I need? It's not here.
Medicine isn't only about healing. It's about being your best. Ask your med tech about
Alright,
optional
here we
medical
go.
services.
Please proceed to room 9. Okay, so now we got to go to room 9. I think there's an easier way to do that now without having to go into a room, but either way, just look for room 6 through 9. So 9's probably at the end here. Here we go, room 9. We're going to go ahead and interact with this terminal here. And the reason we're going to do this is because we got to set up our DNA here, essentially, regeneration. So right now it's sent to New Babbage, but the thing is, if you die, and you will die, you'll have to respawn back here and take the tram, and then, you know, call your ship and do all that other stuff again. Whereas if you're here, you can just start from here and go right over to where the okay, now it's set to here. Okay, so now instead of having to take the train and do all that other stuff, when we die, we just spawn right back here, and then we just head straight out of here.
You need at a price you're really serious. Getting the right
Keep it moving, and then you just go through here, make a right, and then you're there. Over there is like a Habitat hotel thing. The elevator's here. You can go to the Galleria, which is like the shopping mall, essentially. And then I think there's something else there. I'm not going to be too worried about that right now. What I'm going to show off now, since we have completed that, is we're going to go ahead and do a mission. I'm going to get to my ship first, and I will pick a mission once we are there.
Welcome to the
So what do I
ASOP
have? I
vehicle
have the
retrieval
Avenger
system.
Titan. Okay. So let's do that. That's my location.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been
Alright.
delivered. Please visit us
It's been
again.
delivered to my small hangar. Alright. So, okay. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't remember if this was the ship I had initially. But, alright. Well, we have this Avenger Titan here. Let's go ahead and get up in here. It's pretty good because then we got good storage in here. This will be good for hauling missions, which is, I think, what we're going to do. So, close the door. Open the door. Use required. Okay. Close it. Whatever. Okay. Open the door. Alright, let's just go ahead and get into our seat. Alright. So here we are. We're going to request takeoff.
Please proceed to assigned landing back.
I'm going to assume there's just a lot of people on because of the stuff, you know. But I guess while we're waiting here, let's go ahead back into our Moby Glass and take a look at the contracts. These are going to be your missions. Now, this is an MMO, essentially. But there are... You can play this solo if you want. It's kind of made for however you feel like playing the game. These are different. So, Hunt the Polaris is a 2 million. Definitely don't have the stuff to do that one. So we can do Navy Patroller and then Invictus. What does this want us to do? Guidance, the festivities. We're at 10 script. Okay, I'll probably do that on my own time. For now, let's do 0 out of 8 SCU. I don't know off the top of my head how much ACU this has. Why can't I pick the ship? Do I need any of that? No. Okay. Alright, well, I have one other thing we can do. It's just mercenary. Why don't we find something... The Call to Arms, I think, is fun. I'm going to say it's this one. We're going to accept this one. Oh, okay, it's unavailable. Never mind. Alright, that is just something to kind of like passively collect stuff. Not too worried about that. What is this? Oh, I forget which one I should be doing, to be perfectly honest with you. We'll try that one. Security, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, go to MT Data Center, that. Alright. So we can leave now. So we're going to go ahead and just go up. Going to go into that to get out of here. Put on our landing gear. And we are out of there. Alright. Go back in first person so we can see where we're going. Now, where does this want us to go? That's Microtech. Microtech is the name of, I believe, just the whole planet. So if we go back down there, we will find the New Babbage area we were just at. Let me find that mission again. Did I not take the mission? There it is. Okay, I want to track this one. Can I untrack that? Whatever. Good enough. Alright, so now we have the golden thing on our map. That is where we gotta go. And now you can see we can't really get to it from here. So what we need to do is kind of find a way around the planet. Normally the best way to do that would be to... I guess we could just go around. I finally got a place nearby to load up, which will let the ship kind of automatically head towards it. We can look around if we want. See the ship go there in real time. And it's stuff like this that makes me really love this game. Just that everything you're seeing here is done in real time. This isn't a loading screen or anything like that. And granted, yeah, I can't really do much right now during this, but I just still think it's so freaking cool. Okay, so that got us pretty close. We're going to go ahead and go and get a little bit closer. What was that? Why did it light up so much? Okay. Don't know what that was about. But we're going to go ahead and just get a bit closer. As again, the screen's getting all weird just because of how fast I'm going. I'm going to slow it down a bit. See, I was going almost 10, 12 Gs there or something like that. So you want to be careful. Now, granted, I'm not like an expert at this game or anything like that, but I've played it a little bit. But yeah, no, like I said, not trying to convince anybody to, change your opinion on this game or anything like that. From what I know, the developers have been doing some pretty sketchy stuff, and that should rightly be called out. I'm just saying there's still something about this game that speaks to me. Now, like that being said, I don't think I'm gonna buy the game again just yet. Mind you, this is still free until the 27th. But depending on how I feel after the next couple of days of playing this, I won't be playing this for videos all the time. I'll be playing it on my own. But I might, once I'm able to, I might go ahead and buy a little starter ship again because I enjoyed that. It's funny, what I actually did most of the time the first time I played this was essentially became an Amazon driver. I was just trying to get a bit higher. I was just going around collecting packages, and to me that's fun. It was, I guess fun is not the right word. It was more just relaxing, just going to like a distant planet. There was no players around or anything like that, and just having a good time, just picking up packages and delivering them. Now, granted, most of the time it broke for one reason or another. But even with that, I enjoy just going around and being in these different vistas and just even just looking up from your spaceship, because you can leave your spaceship at any time, even in the middle of space. You can just jump out and go float around. Now, granted, if you do it like when you're like 80,000 feet in the air with a planet that has gravity, you're gonna die if you jump out because you're gonna fall. But even with that, I still think it's a good old time. I do say that nothing I can say can really explain what this game is. I'm sure there's other people that actually can, but for me, I can't. So I really think the best way to do it would be for you guys to just see the game for yourself. Objective complete, go to... Oh, okay. Oh, and there's enemies around here. So I'm going to go ahead and just put my landing gear down just to slow myself down even further. So we can look around. Look to see if there's any enemies out. I can't see them yet. I might be too far away. Just doing a little bit of boost. I'm going to go ahead and slow it up. Okay. Looks like there are some people out front. As far as I know, those should be enemies. So let's see about... Oh, he won't be in the sequel. Yep, nope. They ain't doing too good. So, This is a pretty easy mission to do, especially when you have a ship like this. So all you really got to do is just look around for whoever's nearby and give them that good old American engineering. I'm gonna look around because this is another game, kind of like Gray Zone Warfare. If you saw that recently, I just did a video on that not that long ago. It was today, actually. Oh, there's another guy. But if you haven't seen that, you could die very fast in that game. You can also die very fast in this one. So when you have a situation like this where you don't have to get out of your ship, especially if you're not fighting enemies, like, I really gotta check my sensitivity. But you're not fighting other ships, use the advantage that you got. I think we got everybody on the outside. I hope. So I'm going to go ahead and land now because we're going to go loot some stuff and then... Oh, wait. Somebody's attacking me. I can't see from where, but somebody's attacking me. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and land anyway. If I die, my bad. But I think I'll be okay. So let's go ahead and just land. Want to be careful. I have randomly just exploded for landing for no reason. As again, welcome to Star Citizen. Let's go ahead. We're going to shut off our engines. And we're going to go ahead and leave. Now let's go ahead and pull out my gun. I need to pull up. There we go. Oh, damn it. I forgot to buy ammo. Okay, that's fine. Shit. Okay. Oh. I can still punch him in the face. No, but no, we should be okay. I'm gonna try to just get to this first guy here and get some weapons off of him. So let's go ahead and give me that. Alright, cool. Got a shotgun. Good stuff. We can also grab that. No ammo. Let's see what he's got on him. He actually has... Okay. So you know what? I am going to take what he has. I'm also going to take his ammo. And I'll take the grenade, because why not? I'm not going to touch their armor yet. After I complete the mission, I will come back and check the armor. But for right now, I want to see... Okay, he has a sniper rifle. I'm okay. I will take his med pens. Okay. Now, I forget which button it is for local inventory. Whatever. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna just go in now. Make sure we are full up on ammo. We are. Like I said, I'm gonna come back and grab quite a bit of this stuff later on to sell it. Wait, was that a magazine? Yep. Give me that. See what you got. Yeah, nothing for my pistol. What's my pistol called again? LH86. I'm so dumb. I should have went and got some ammo. I forgot you have to do that. What's this? Nothing now. All right. So you can do this in third person if you want, but as again noticed, there's no reticle or anything. So while you definitely can play this like this, it's probably not the easiest thing to do. So it's good for getting like nice pictures and whatnot, but I have a feeling you would not enjoy yourself um, if you're actually trying to do this as like a viable thing. I hope eventually they do kind of fix that, so you can have it, so you still have the HUD even when you're. Sorry, losing train of thought. So you have the HUD even when you're Oh, I got some stuff from that. Oh, so here's where all the baddies are. You ain't doing too good, bud. I'll reload. Hey, open the door. Alright. Well, we know where the other bad guys are, so let's go ahead and find our way downstairs. And... wonder why they're all huddled in the corner there. I can just jump down, but I don't want to take unnecessary damage. Here we go. And he's dead. Be careful. See if this works. Have fun with that. All right. So, with that, that completed the mission, and they are all stuck behind there. Okay. So yes, now that we have completed the mission, we have to leave. Otherwise, we will be considered a criminal for trespassing, and we don't want that. So he doesn't really have nothing for us. Now, granted, like it's still plenty of time. You can take your time. You have a whole half hour. Stop doing that. Okay, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna swap because you have ammo in your gun. Yeah. Let's check his full inventory. Don't really want his gear. Okay. What about you? You have ammo? No. Okay. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and leave. Anything for me? Nah. I don't think I can just put this in here. No. Okay. No. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave. And since we have the bodies out front, what I'm gonna probably do is try to grab some of the stuff that they're carrying with the multi-tool, which here it is. All right, let's go ahead and head back up. But yeah, as you can see, that wasn't too bad. That actually used to feel, for me, it was harder to do before. Now, granted, it's not very often that these missions just work right off the bat, so I'm actually happy that did. But, let's see, while we're out here, yeah, I still only have a little bit of time. What I was gonna do is I'm gonna grab some of their weapons. Come on. Gotta take it easy. Come on. Alright. Gonna try to take some of their stuff and put it in my ship. Just to hold it there. Might be easier just to even do it with them themselves. Let's see. Try to find a body here. If you look on the bottom left, there's a couple things there. One is the temperature. You could probably tell. That other one with the leaf and the other things, that is actually... Yeah, so I'm going to put him in my ship so I can loot him later. But that is your food gauge. So you need to eat, or you'll find kind of like protein shake type drinks that fill your thirst and your hunger. Those are preferable to take. Oh, oopsie. Those are preferable to take. Okay. So that way you don't have to, you kill two birds with one stone type thing. So hopefully these guys don't vanish from my ship. That can happen. They say no, you're not allowed to take me, and they just leave. Now, yes, I do have the time to just loot them all and be done with it, but I want to do that. And this is another thing I like is it's very sandboxy in the way you can approach different things. Like, yeah, you can one by one search these guys, or if you have a ship big enough, you can just throw them all in your ship and then take off, so you're not potentially trespassing anywhere, and then just go away and search them, loot them on your own time. Come here. You do have to go kind of slow moving because if you go too fast, like you saw, the guy will get, or the item you're holding can get disconnected from the tractor beam. So this is going to be the last guy we're taking, I think. I'm sure there's more, but this should be good. So we should have like 3 or 4 guys here. I'm going to go ahead and close up the ship. Okay. Alright. And we can go ahead now and just leave. So that's what we're going to do. Looks like the inside of my ship got a bit frosty because I left the door open so long, but should be okay. So let's go ahead and just take off now. Turn on the engines again. I'm going to see if I can do this in first person or third person here. And let's just go ahead and take off. And there we go. That was a quick and easy mercenary mission. See, once we got here, it took all of like 5 minutes maybe. I just want to get high enough here so we're definitely out of any moon or any planet or anything. There, we should be good. Now we're gonna see if it can actually knock me out. I think right now it's set to not knock you out, you just get close, but I want to see if that does anything. Okay, not really. Okay. But yeah, that was about it, guys. You can see I'm still going up quite fast. And that is because, like I said, you don't stop on a dime when you turn. So I'm currently still going pretty fast upwards. But that's okay, because I shouldn't run into anything. So since our ship is going to just be kind of doing whatever, let's go ahead and jump out the cockpit and go check what these guys have for me. So let's start with you. What do you got? You got a sniper rifle. Pretty. Very nice. Another frag grenade. You know what? I'll take it. Can I just take that off of your body? Yeah, open his inventory. Because I think I'm going to want to get his armor. Because I think he's wearing heavy armor. Yep. So I'm going to take his armor here. And, oh, he even has a sight for it. Very nice. I like what you got here, bud. So let's go ahead and switch what I got. Can I put that in his thing? Can I just put it on the ground? I'm going to drop that. I'm going to take what he has. Take his ammo. And I take his arm. I can, but I need to remove my stuff first. Drop my arm. Take his arm stuff. There we go. Same thing with my legs. So, okay, so whenever you take off a piece of armor, especially like this right here, it's also going to take off the stuff you have attached to that armor. So I wonder if I can, like, take my multi-tool and put it away. I can, and then same thing with my gun. Put my gun away. There we go. I don't want to put it in my leg armor because I'm leaving that alone. All right, there we go. I'm gonna take off the leg armor. Come here. There we go. And then I'm gonna put on his leg armor. And then same thing with the helmet. Try to move to the front. There we go. Take off my helmet. I'm gonna put on his helmet. There we go. I'm looking pretty snazzy now. Then with that, we can go ahead and just put our stuff back on how it was. There, and then also we can close that inventory. And let's I don't want to carry it. Can I just open the inventory on it? No, well, I'll carry it and see if it can let me. No. What does this do? Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just. I don't want to equip it. I just want to drop it. Drop the gun. Or pick up the gun. There we go. Good enough. So, I got some armor that I wanted, so why don't we, do I want to? Okay, so I'll keep this guy, because it looks like he might have some good stuff. The rest of you, however, don't think I really need to deal with you guys, so what I'm going to do, we're going to go say goodbye and reduce the weight of my ship. So, have fun! And I guess the most ideal, like, appropriate thing would be to, like, strip them of all their armor and then throw them out. But, whatever. We'll keep this guy, and we'll do all that stuff here. And then go back to port and put all this stuff into an inventory and sell it. And I guess while I'm here, one other thing I can show you guys. You can, like I said, just jump out of here at any time. But don't worry, you have, I think it's called EVA suit. So essentially you can just fly around. I wouldn't recommend just trying to like fly everywhere. You won't have fun. But you can do that. Anyways, guys, this was a quick little look. Quick might be subjective here. But a little look at Star Citizen. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, I don't really want to see anything in the comments about how this game is a scam or whatever. As I've said already numerous times, I'm not trying to convince you guys to buy this game or anything like that. I'm just saying there's something about this game that really intrigues me, and if what you saw in this video so far has intrigued you, if you somehow had never heard of this game before, why don't you go ahead and, for one, like the video if you could. But go ahead, check the game out. Like I said, it is free until May 27th, so you still got like 3 or 4 more days to check it out. And that's really about it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff I'm supposed to tell you to do. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.